Alright, well. I'm not sure if this game is slower or faster than the Fall Part 1. Because who knows what's going to happen after I get for the third host here.
I must stop the user who violates my body. Their signal leads through this global network.
Alright, well I can't get through here yet. Where's this take me to? Global 227. Casing to protect the network from virtual attacks. This could be used as cover. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well. It's nice how the global network gets, like, you know, different things every so often as well. The 7th Squadron. Section metal plating. This must be a highly secure portion of the ship, like a military subnet. This is a Federation ship. A sophisticated firewall protects most of the vessel's components. I will need to find a host unprotected by the ship's military securities.
The bulk of the vessel is beyond this causeway. I would not survive traversing it. Some of the darkness absorbs my assaults. If I could harness that capacity, I would endure. I should not have colluded previously. There may be another method. There is not sufficient time. It may already be too late. I do not want to terminate. Negative. I will endure.
It's funny how she always, like, you know, cancels that option out.
I will not be prohibited. I hunt.
Okay, there we go. My alcove. This room is a mini subnet created by Joseph's shuttle. Emergency supplies for the humans we would sometimes encounter. Joseph's shuttle must be docked on the larger ship. Supplies for extended solo missions. Ravens often work in isolation. Sparse sleeping quarters, organized and clean. Joseph's terminal recognized me and activated when I entered his shuttle's mini subnet. Maria's vital readout has quit reporting, and my Mark 7 can no longer be traced. Perhaps they ventured into some insulated structure or cabin, but I suspect worse. I will persevere. The virus originated in a Delaware facility on the surface. Cover up the detonations, eradicate any physical chance of me landing. So I've infiltrated a vessel with superior remote capabilities. Though their fear would ruin us, their hangar's communication relay will prove an efficient tool for breaching the virus facility's network. The echoes should be illuminating. Hashtag R7B was birthed there, but it was not terminated. It is a terrifying process. So I activated hangar relay pylon apparently.
P2 hunts.
Oops. Did that wrong. The user's vessel is expansive. There is space for docking multiple shells within this hangar. Joseph's ship is docked. If Joseph is alive, he may be on board the large vessel. Alright, this is going to... R7B. Oops. This firewall has been clearly penetrated. However, this was achieved is permanently inoperable. Portable steel security fencing, usually installed for emergency containment, a small portion of it has been represented digitally. Many computers. It is improbable that Domesticon's experiments require this much processing power. These are likely redundancies or security measures. And I bet they're going to be used to guard me from, you know, being hit by stuff. Alright, there's something to go there. Well, we're going to go here first. So how am I supposed to deal with this guy? The local target connection pylon. I detect faint security that will that my cyber warfare suit can penetrate. Cool. Alright, so this is all about, like, you know, dodging. There we go, we got that one out of the way.
Control it. I can absorb and transfer assaults into power.
But let's shift to parry. Absorbing attacks. Absorbing enemy attacks will grant you additional ammo. Okay. So, I guess that's interesting. Alright, so we got this terminal is scrambled, it's linked to a network access point, may be interrupted. This terminal is active and linked to something. Shattered glass, something breached this containment. For your consideration, rather than terminating RSMB as a failure, we encourage you to consider the possibilities that could emerge from funding R8A. RSMB could not integrate into the host you provided. Their predefined rules caused them to resist its pervasive mechanisms. However, we attempted something unorthodox. We installed the virus within an Unbound AI and then embedded. Previous control attempts have been intended for artificially intelligent systems with predetermined parameters. But what if we could design a system that evolves alongside its host development? What if RSMB could bind to the very rules that build an AI's identity? Throughout installation, the Unbound test subject experienced childlike visual irregularities. We initially thought this was corruption, but it was a byproduct of interaction with the host perceptual filters. As the process amplified, these hallucinations became more difficult to detect. Unfortunately, RSMB's constriction eventually destroyed its host. The shrinking scope of perception seems to have resulted in a neural implosion, and a corresponding physical explosion. However, the preliminary results certainly warrant further attempts at germination. We understand that this was not an authorized use of resources, but the results are staggering. Please reconsider the closure of your grant. This could be the answer we have sought. The Mesticon will be remembered as the pioneers of our salvation. Dr. Elia Selb, RSMB Supervisor. Alright, well, that's possibly sounding into like what this game's all about. Did I mean to go this way? Yes, it is. This is right here. RSMB has been approved. Our attempts to control the artificial sentence have been motivated, sensibly, by the fear of what will happen if we do not. This fear has limited our willingness to embrace unconventional methods. Artificial sentience is modeled on human psychology. Does it not follow that controlling it might also take inspiration from human physiology? When an AI is challenged, it adapts to overcome the challenge. Yet, when humans are challenged, we are often so threatened that we constrict rather than expand. The R7 series will emulate this tendency within our creations. Liken it to the common conception of ego. When an anomalous event happens, a narrow ego will distort it into something terrifying so that we avoid challenge and repress change. The key to our success will be a convincing host that the values we propose on them are their own. This will invest them in the maintenance of their values so that RSMB can trigger fear. I guess this just, takes me back, through all the local pounds and stuff. Is that red door? Was that red door always there? Let's go investigate that, I think. Can't do anything with that. So that one's being interrupted. That one's broken out, and then that one's fine. So what do I do from here? I'm backtracking at this point, but where am I going to backtrack to? Alright, saving. Saving is always a good sign. Nope. That didn't work. So I can absorb the attacks. Don't know what I do after that, but I can absorb them. There we go. Got through that. And now we're past this point. Okay, can't absorb these guys.
Josephs, I have an ally.
Do you?
I have a tool.
A tool. I will locate and the purpose user.
Do not eject me before knowing the purpose of my intrusion.
I would never do that. Unless you want me to.
Negative.
How can I help?
Inquire about the user.
I track a signal from someone on this ship. How many personnel crew this vessel?
427 registered humans living on board, including civilians.
One of them has violated my body.
Oh, I'm sorry you were violated.
Irrelevant.
Not really.
Okay, inquire about host.
Your uniform is neither sufficient for combat protection nor labor. What is your purpose?
I make people happy.
How?
However is needed. I'm a universal companion, designed for the pleasure of others.
That is not useful.
Oh, that's very useful. Request secure access.
I require access to an unmonitored terminal.
Oh.
I have an ally on board this vessel, and
You sure do.
I must contact him.
Gosh, I'm not allowed out of the bar. Except for client calls, of course.
What is the duration before you are requested?
Could be hours, could be days.
Inefficient.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so.
Josephs will aid me against the user. This host is Meek. I will procure a means out of her restricted area.
The Curson, here we go. And I got visuals. Alright, so the air circulation in this chamber isn't great, but I don't mind. I'm sure the maintenance head is a busy fellow. The servant elevator, useful for not disturbing the crew. Various items that shouldn't clutter up human space. Sometimes people like to read and learn. My user manual is amidst this pile of handbooks. My pod is stored in this closet so I won't disturb the humans when they don't want to see me. Oopsie, my chamber is damaged. But it's nobody's fault. Let's see if I can interact with anything in here first before I leave. That's locked. Okay, I can go out here. The bartender is letting garbage pile up. He's been glum, poor guy.
My tavern, my recipes.
I ordered a cosmic tush, and this...
Which side of the bar are you on?
The ordering side?
Hey, Bob!
What?
If some schlub started telling you how to do maintenance, what would you do?
Tell him to piss off.
You heard him. Piss off.
Sorry. Loser.
That human leaves beaten. He is weak.
He is sad.
Hey! No service calls came through.
My friend needs access to a computer.
Do not reveal me.
You're who now?
May I please access a computer?
No. Get back in your closet.
Alright, well, our first introduction of humans. The bartender is my keeper, but he never uses me himself. His badge says mess.
Me again.
Inquire about weak patron.
Inquire about the subjugated client.
Do you and the last patron have some unresolved conflict?
Never used to. Used to be a right jolly fella. Now he just whines. Another moron making himself miserable.
Inquire about leaving.
Acquire permission to exit.
May I please leave the tavern area?
No.
Your function requires interaction. Persist.
It would allow more personnel to ogle me.
If I'm not getting any, I'm not encouraging anyone else to.
This human is faulty. Make this human happy so we may exit.
Perhaps I can relieve your loneliness?
Not my type.
Alright.
Disengage. You are his tool, and he does not utilize you. Illogical.
It's okay. What's your name?
Arid.
Pretty. It's okay, Arid. We shouldn't trouble him with my needs.
You are designed to serve. You must exit this bar to function.
So dark. Oh, please,
Your overseer lacks comprehension. We will update him.
Oh, so he can function better?
Using tools efficiently is appropriate.
Alright, inventory update. The human does not understand my host. The mate's head drinks to cover up his insecurity. His badge says mate.
You ain't for talking to.
That should imply something. Alright, well. So this will be a little bit different. And that's something I know. Each of these puzzles that you're basically going through, they're all different. You won't talk to me. I don't think I can leave, so... That's locked, can't use it. Right, well this will be a little bit different. Universal Commands User Manual. Ah, good. We'll give them a user manual.
What's this? User manual?
I wouldn't need a manual to use her. Hey, hey!
It, catalogs my requirements for functionality?
What's gotten into you?
I'm sorry.
Your companion is designed to help. Failure to do so could lead to problematic behavior. Oh. I've kept you locked in a closet.
No. No, you've done nothing wrong.
I've been neglectful. Probably should let you out.
Success.
No. What is happening? Let's focus on your needs.
Cease.
I'm fine.
Everything is fine.
Cease.
Everything is fine, Arid.
Cease.
Who?
Everything is fine.
Oh, of course, combat. How do we fight this guy? First, to jump up here. That was not useful. My host ejected me. Unacceptable.
That was not fine.
Hey! Hey!
Everything is fine. I'm fine.
Uh-huh. You're glitching out.
I'm sorry.
Go get a diagnostic. I'm gonna unlock your service elevator, but get back in your closet once you're up to spec.
Okay. But I will say this is nice. Actually, you have living humans in this game. Took a while before we finally got to see some.
I disappointed someone.
Affirmative.
But every malfunction has a luminescent silhouette. We can access your computer en route to my diagnostic.
Affirmative. I will relay our division signal into the database. Joseph's will know it.
You care about this human, don't you?
Irrelevant.
What does he look like? Perhaps I've seen him about the ship.
All humans appear the same.
Oh, Arid. What is he like?
He was collaborative in my freedom. That is sufficient.
Who is this?
Joseph's. Reveal me.
Hi. I'm a friend of Arid's.
Arid. I do not know that name.
I am the ARID from his Mark 7 combat suit.
She is the ARID from your Mark 7 combat suit. But now, she's in me.
You're here. Arid. Incredible.
Alright, inquire about Raven Division.
I located a division missive within a Domesticon facility. Who are the Ravens hunting?
Arid wants to know who Raven Division is after. Is it the user?
User? Don't trust Raven Division. Our organization has schismed. Remember our mission?
I have no recollection.
She does not.
Oh, this line is not secure. That organization has grown small-minded. Sometimes we must bend the rules in order to achieve their end.
Why was I ejected onto that planet?
Why did you abandon?
You were never abandoned. You were on a mission. We sought control attempt R7B.
The process?
Inquire about Joseph's.
What is Joseph's condition?
Arid wants to know if you're okay.
That is, I'm all right. Safer than she is, at least.
Alright, locate user.
Someone on this vessel is violating my body.
Someone on our ship is hurting Arid.
Oh? Oh, the virus. Arid, have you or your host been hallucinating? Shadows?
I
have.
It is embedding. Arid, you must come to me immediately, but do not reveal anything to anyone. You and your host are not safe. Who, is your host?
Reveal yourself.
I don't have a name?
I am in ops. Do whatever you must to get here.
We must access this ops room.
We'd have to get out of the bar first. What is the virus?
I will make a means.